What is going on YouTube? So I figured I'd go ahead and make another video on this because I couldn't find anything online. So this kind of follows up with the turn signal flasher relay video that I made. It wasn't until up until a couple days ago that I noticed I started to have hyper flash on the right side turn signal. And I'm having the relay problem again. But anyway, so I immediately just, assumed, okay, I have a blown out bulb. So I came up to the front, and the first things I noticed was that if you're facing from the inside of the car, the right side was okay, but the left side one, for some reason, the thinner filament, which is for the parking light, was flashing instead of the thicker filament, which is for the turn signal, was not flashing. And I started to scratch my head and think, well, okay, maybe the bulb's bad, because I know that thin filament for the parking light should not be flashing. So I went ahead and changed out with these clear bulbs, and instead of the orange ones, I didn't have any of the orange ones laying around, so I just threw these in. So I changed the bulb out and noticed the exact same thing, just the thin filament was flashing. So I went ahead and thought, okay, well, maybe the back ones are bad, because sometimes those filaments blow out and they will re-ground out onto the thicker filament side, and that sometimes will also cause that issue. I have seen that before. So I checked the rear taillight bulbs, and those ones seemed fine. And still trying to figure out how to get this taillight properly removed without breaking this, because this is metal actually. Instead of online, which they're saying they're plastic, this is metal, and I don't want to break those hooks or whatever, and I can't figure out how to get this taillight out, but that'll be another video for another day. So anyway, the rear bulbs are good. So then I really started to think, oh, I'm having an electrical issue. Something's going really wrong with this thing. So after doing a little more inspecting on this socket, I noticed that this ground terminal broke. Let me show you what the good one is supposed to look like. Right there, that long tab, that is the ground terminal. And those two on the bottom are your positives. So if I take this bulb out, you notice it's not there, it's broken. And the one thing I noticed, it was down there touching both of the positives. So I started to instantly think, okay, that's the problem then. The turn signal was arcing out on the parking light, which hence would make the parking light flash with the turn signal. So I removed that broken tab, got it off those positive terminals, put the bulb back in, and noticed the exact same thing still. Just the parking light filament was flashing and not the turn signal one. I'm having a really hard time getting this in one-handed. There we go. So I started to really think again, oh great, I have an electrical issue. So found out that it was just because the ground terminal was missing and there was no ground to this bulb. So even without a ground touching the bulb and the bulb being grounded out, I still was getting power to the parking light filament, which that didn't make sense either. That was weird. So hang tight for a minute. Let me get this other bulb back in. Alright. So even with the new bulb, like I said, I was still getting, and I'm still having, that relay issue. I do need to get this relay replaced. Where are you? There you are. Stay working. So after coming back up here and bending that tab for the ground onto the light bulb, oh, see, there it is. It's doing it again. That's what was going on. Instead of it being bright, I was only having just this parking light filament. But let me see if I can get it to ground out again. I got the bulb in the wrong way. But yeah, that's exactly what it was doing, guys. Just the parking light is flashing. So let me flip it the other way. Get it the right way, if I can. One-handed, I'm trying. And there we go. Now I have the bright one working and my hyper flash is gone. So I actually need to, even though this is just a temporary fix, I need to go ahead and buy a new socket, because just bending that ground is working for now, but it's supposed to touch the side of the bulb and have good contact. So got that bulb back in. Even though this is working for now, like I said, I just took a flathead screwdriver and bent that tab down so it's touching the side of the bulb, having a good ground for now. I was able to get rid of my hyper flash and have my turn signals working again. So anyways, figured I'd go ahead and make a video and show you guys what to look for if you're having the same issue. If you're having hyper flash and you're noticing that your bulbs are good, but you're having the same issue I was, it's because this ground tab broke out. So just make sure you look in the socket. It could be any one of these. It could be these front ones, or I believe it could be the back ones. I think they're the same setup as this, but just look out for this ground tab. See if it broke off, see if it's arcing on the two positives, or maybe just like mine, you know, it wasn't the positive arcing on it. It's just I did not have ground on this bulb. So alright guys, just longer video than I wanted to, but like I said, I figured I'd go ahead and just make a video and show you guys what issue I was having, and that it was not a major electrical issue. It was just that I did not have ground to that bulb anymore. So alright guys, hope this video helps out.